Good to see you again. I'm Jennifer Malloway, but if you're here, you probably know that already. And you probably also know that we've been missing for the last 2 weeks. We took a much needed vacation, a trip to see some friends in San Francisco, and it was supposed to be a working vacation, but it was kind of chaotic, and I did not really get as much work done as I had hoped. So, man, it's tough getting back into the swing of things, to be honest. But I'm excited because we do have some exciting changes coming up, and that's all we're talking about today. Can I help you? What time is it?
Yeah.
It's 4.
What are you doing?
I'm streaming. What are you doing? Okay, bye.
Lights.
Lights. We need lights.
Don't forget to turn on your lights.
Okay. Yes, boss.
Hey.
Hmm?
Don't call me that.
So anyway, I just thought I would tell you, I could tell you about our trip and tell you kind of what we have in mind going forward. And maybe even get some input from you. So why don't I start with the updates? Let's get the important stuff out of the way, and then we'll talk about the trip. And I haven't gone through photos and videos that we took on the trip yet. So I don't know what's going to be in there, but maybe I can share some stuff because there's bound to be something cute in there. But let's talk about the channel going forward. Up until this point, we've been streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4, and it's been a lot of fun, and it's been really nice to see everybody multiple times a week, because, yeah, I don't really see anybody else ever, these days, and so this has been really, really nice for me, but I have gotten multiple requests for shorter form videos, more succinct training tips and advice, and so I want to start bringing that to you. So what we're thinking is that starting week after next, I'm gonna do per week. I'm gonna do one recorded video, and instead of 3 live streams, just one, and the schedule is where I could possibly use your input, and nobody tell David because he'll yell at me for even asking, because he is the live streaming expert in the household, and he would tell me to just choose a time that works for me. But I'm not so good at making decisions, so I'm asking you. So what I'm thinking is the live stream is going to be on either Wednesday or Thursday. And instead of 4 o'clock, considering moving it much, much earlier or a little bit later. So if you had to pick, let me take a poll here. If you had to pick between 9 or 10 a.m. and this is Pacific, so if anybody's in another time zone, you can do the math. But 9 or 10 a.m. Pacific, or 5 or 6 p.m. also Pacific, obviously. So I haven't quite decided yet, but that's what I'm thinking. It's going to be either Wednesday or Thursday. And yeah. And then so the recorded video will be nice because it'll be like I said, training tip or advice, something that I hope will be very useful to just watch really quick and be able to put into practice with your dog. And then during the live stream, we can kind of expound on those topics, and you guys can ask questions. And yes, so that's what we're thinking. That's the updates about the schedule going forward. But like I said, that is going to be week after next. This week, I'm going to go ahead and stream today and Friday, and then next week, just like normal, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we do have a special guest on Wednesday, which I'm super, super, super excited about, because we're going to talk about service dogs and service dog training. And this was a topic that was requested, and it turns out, I mean, I'm very interested to learn more about it myself. I know, like, this much about service dogs. But our guest, Holden Seversky, knows a ton more than I do. And she will be able to share a lot of interesting stuff. I got a little brief taste of that talking to her today, and it got me all jazzed up because it's so fascinating, this stuff. So that's next week. That's next Wednesday. I will be scheduling that shortly, and yeah. So those are the schedule updates. How are you guys? How have you been over the last 2 weeks? I've missed you. But we did have some fun on the trip. Like I said, it was so much more busy and chaotic than I had envisioned for some reason. It was Dizzy and I who drove. Well, I drove. Dizzy slept in the back, but just Dizzy and I went on this trip. We drove to San Francisco, which is about 12 hours with stops. So we did it in 2 days. And then we our first few days there, we stayed, we were hired to do, I say we, Dizzy's he's a part of this. But I was hired to do some puppy sitting for the cutest little Shar-Pei Pity Mix puppy named Millie. So maybe I should try and share some photos with you guys, huh? Let me see if this is gonna work. I did not. Yeah, like I said, getting back into the swing of things, I was not prepared. So, let's see. Oh, it works! Oh my gosh, you guys. Wait, can I make this fit in there? There we go. And there. Millie, that's Millie. So I was hired to watch Millie. So Dizzy and I stayed at her house, and she was an absolute joy. I know that raising a puppy is not easy work. I would say it's never easy, but Millie made it easier than it is sometimes. She was just such a sweetie. And so we got to do some other fun little training things, and we did take some videos, so I'm hoping to put that together for you very soon. But let's see, what else do we have here that I can show you from our stay with Millie? Let's see. Oh, that's our little Millie.
Millie, are you being a naughty puppy?
Oh, I miss her already. And she and Dizzy played all the time. It was super cute. Here you go. Maybe this will be a good one. I'm gonna pause this for a second. I could not believe this, that Dizzy's very touchy about his tail. He does not like his tail messed with. But he's so good with puppies. And he was so tolerant. He just let her chew on his tail and pull his tail, and it kind of blew my mind. I was I know that he used to be good with puppies, but I wasn't sure. Some dogs sometimes become less tolerant as they get older, and so I was prepared to keep them separate if I had to. But I didn't have to. They were so good. So this is Dizzy and Millie playing. Hi, David. Thank you. Look at that. She is just pulling on his tail, and he's letting it happen. They're so great. Aren't they great? His feather, I know.
Easy.
She got a kick out of it. Yeah, so that was Millie. I mean, pretty much all of my videos are just of them playing because that's all that was going on the whole time. It was great. But yeah, little Shar-Pei Pitbull mix. Absolutely the most darling thing I've ever seen. Yeah, so that was our first few days. That was our first few days in the city, and so we got to see a couple friends during that time. But it was mostly taking care of Millie. And then the rest, don't show the videos I sent you. You didn't send me any videos, David. Let's see. Oh my God, this little dog. I cannot. She just passed the heck out. She was so tired from all the play. And oh yeah, and so the rest of the time we stayed with a very dear friend of mine. She is adorable, Millie, and also my friend. Yeah, so I stayed with some friends of mine, Peter and Paula, who were very generous to open their home to us. And they just got a puppy and a kitten a few months ago too. And so it was it was a lot. It was a lot of animals in the house the rest of the time. But the first time that we met Jessie was just the puppy. We went to a park, and there was a little creek, and I think we gave the dogs a chance to play. But that's little Jessie, who's still learning how to dog. She's a lot of fun. She's got a lot of energy. Where's Dizzy? Oh, there he is. And, oh, here we go. That one's better. Dizzy loves to splash. He doesn't like swimming, but he loves splashing around in the water. There's a really good video later on I gotta show you guys.
I think there is a lot of nature. We've been to a few parks, but not.
I don't know what I was talking about there, but so yeah, that was super, super fun. All of our, oh, okay. And then, so if you don't know the story already, Dizzy came to me from a family who had originally adopted him from the SPCA. And we stay in touch, me and Dizzy and his family, or his previous family. And it's been a while, and they just brought home a new puppy. So we went to meet them and to meet the puppy. And again, Dizzy was just absolutely wonderful with this little mini Aussie puppy. And this is just great. I don't know about you guys, but I could just watch dogs play pretty much all day. So I'm really glad that that's kind of been my job for the last 5 or 6 years. So I'm still not tired of it. Like, watching dog play is just, I think, the best thing. So I'm going to show you all of these because I want to see them too. So that's Henry.
Good. Oh, good job. Oh, good.
He really is wonderful
He is
with
such a
puppies.
good dog.
Oh yeah, he's super, super cute.
Do you know why I do that though? Well, one,
She's talking about the bandana he's wearing.
Well, I like to match him sometimes. Like,
I'm a dork.
and-
Yep, I'm a big dork. Isn't that too much? Say they were just. Wait, let me find the horizontal ones. Those are better. Why do I even take videos in portrait mode? I don't know. Oh no. Wait, there'll be more later. We went back a second time. David says we need a Henry. Is that Dizzy's old family's new puppy? Yeah. Did I say it wrong? Oh. Thanks for catching me, David. Yeah, no, he is the cutest fluff ever, and yes, that is their new puppy. He like was super super calm, like strangely calm. She was like, "Is this normal?" And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I haven't met very many puppies that are that chill. In the video you see him playing, which is great, which is why I'm like, I don't know, he could be normal. But he was very calm, which is probably good because everybody wants a calm puppy, right? Sai says, I love playful little balls of joy like that. They are the best. They really are. And he was so joyful. He was so sweet. ZK, yes, I'm back. I'm back. We're back. And I'm just showing you some clips from our trip. So this is all still Millie. I took a lot of videos of her. Aw, I missed you guys too. This is like... It was crazy, and I really missed my friends, and I needed to go visit them. But I did miss this. And yeah, I intended to do a lot more while I was gone, and I just didn't. I couldn't. Oh yeah. So, so then we saw another friend who got a dog last year. So many people were getting new dogs. So pretty much, like, I want to say 100%, no, maybe like 95% of the trip was just like me taking Dizzy to play with other dogs. That was my vacation. Which, not that I mind, because I love watching dogs play, but he's also just kind of, you know, he can be a difficult dog. He's wonderful. I love him, but he can be a difficult dog. So this is us meeting my other friend's dog, who's a Formosan mountain dog. That happens more often than you'd think. Whoops. Yeah. A butt.
Butthole in the
yeah, no, it was really, really good. I'm lucky. I don't know if it's luck, but I'm grateful that a lot of, a lot or maybe all of my friends are like uber dog people. So everyone is just like, yeah, sure, we can go do dog things. 'Cause isn't that annoying when you've got friends who are like, can we just not have dogs? Because it's nearly impossible for me. He is like the happiest doggo ever. Always love photos. Cool. Well, I'm happy to share because I took them. They might as well go to some use because otherwise they'll just go with the other thousands of dog photos that are sitting in my phone and doing nothing. So yeah. Oh, okay. So these are going to be good. My friend Rebecca and I went on a little hike with Dizzy. Again, dog things. And this is one of Dizzy's favorite hikes of all time. He loves this trail. And there's some creeks again where he gets to splash around. And he always gets the zoomies. And it's always hilarious. CK's enthusiast. I don't need those types of friends in my life. Yeah. It's funny too. Because like, I wasn't always this much of a dog person. Like, I like dogs, but I don't know. I would have, I could take them or leave them, sort of, until I like really got into the science and the behavior stuff. Like, I don't know. Now I appreciate them so much more. So anyway, let me show you Dizzy's. I hope these are the ones. Dizzy's little zoomy session.
Okay, bye.
He totally stops listening to me. He's like, okay, I'm out. Maybe it was on the way back. Yes. Here we go.
Go. Yeah. Go. We'll get you.
He's kind of a psycho. He always has to have something in his mouth too when he's running around. He's too fast. I can't keep up with him.
When we play these games in the house, he always has to get a toy.
Oh, it keeps going. This is a long one. Sorry, Rebecca. I didn't ask her if she was okay being on screen. Oops.
I love it back to pause tapping. You just do bubbles.
He does that when I put treats in his water bowl sometimes.
Uh-oh.
The flashing sound is deflating is very happy.
All right. Yeah, and then okay, so these are some from it was a good time. These are some from our time staying with Peter and Paula. Paula and I like to get up in the morning and take Dizzy and little Jessie to the park because Jessie is kind of afraid of other dogs, especially bigger dogs. And this was a park that like it was either just the two of them or maybe one or two other dogs showed up, maybe. So it was a really good opportunity for her to get some time, just like be free to be a dog, run around, and kind of get used to Dizzy because she was definitely wary of him. And we stayed with them for about a week and a half, and it took that pretty much that full time before she was like really warming up to like where she would try and get Dizzy to play. So it was nice. This is one of my favorite things about dog training is getting to see the progression, because every little incremental step along the way is like you just want to cheer the dog on. It's so cool, especially when it's a fear that they're able to let go of. So this little dog, she's so cute, and I might have a video where I'm doing a couple training things with her too. But yeah, they just got to run around.
Go here. Go here.
Yeah. She said she was a hoot. David, if you think Dizzy was a face licker, this little one. She definitely likes people.
What are you?
So yeah, super cute, and she plays with I hope I can find it. She was adopted at the same time and born at the same time as her kitten brother, Jasper. So I hope I have in here somewhere a little clip of the two of them playing because they wrestle all the time, and it was really cute. Yeah, just more dog parks. Oh, here's they share a snuffle mat. So you guys, snuffle mats, amazing. If you don't have one for your dog, you should definitely try it because it's so easy. Nice way to give your dog some mental enrichment. And if you've got a cat and they get along, maybe they can share it. Who knew? Yeah. I don't know what that is. Dessert? Oh, and then I think I'm trying to do some training with them here. They're on the grooming table. Yeah, Kitty too. I haven't gotten to be around cats in a long time because we don't have one, and a lot of people are allergic, but I'm trying to teach both of them the hand touch or the hand target at the same time.
Being distracted. I'm going to sit down with him. I wanted to take a video.
But that was really fun too. More hiking. Dizzy jumped in a tree, but I don't think we got it on the video. Some fun time at the beach. I mean, you guys, the Bay Area is kind of awesome. Yeah, I know we need a cat. David, you hear that? We need a cat. So this is really cool with the cat. So Dizzy's not spent hardly any time around cats, and I wasn't sure how it was going to go staying with them. And we did end up having to manage Dizzy the entire time that we were over there, which is as exhausting as it sounds. We either had to have the cat in another room or have Dizzy on leash, or Dizzy in the other room. But Dizzy, unless he's very, very tired, he will cry if he's separated from me. So it was a lot of management. But I was really, really grateful that we had the opportunity to do some training for being around a non-dog animal. Humanity. You look familiar, but I can't figure out where I know you from. I'm getting a slight bacon scent. Ah, yes. Nice to see you again. There might be some bacon scent on me. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, yeah. So it was really, really cool to get to work with Dizzy on just being near a cat and not freaking out. Actually, this was really cool. The house where we were staying was in an area where they have tons of wildlife. That like they have baby deer that are born in their backyard every year, like literally in their backyard, and they're there all the time. And so Dizzy got to be around a lot of different animals, and his initial instinct is to just like bark at them because he doesn't know what it is and he's a little bit scared. But we got to the point where he could be in the same room with the cat, and we played a lot of a game called Look at That, where Dizzy would look at the cat and then look back at me, and he would get rewarded for that. And he was able to settle and rest at times, which was a huge improvement from day one. So I was actually really glad that we, it was a lot of work, but I was really glad that we got to spend the time doing that. And Jasper the kitty got to learn to be around another dog, because like she's got a dog sister he's got a dog sister who he plays with all the time, but other dogs, he wasn't too sure about, and to see him become more confident over the course of the trip too was really neat. But let me tell you, there was one morning that Dizzy got me up early to go out to the bathroom, and I opened the front door, and normally, Dizzy will try and rush out ahead of me, which is fine. But this morning, he didn't. He just kind of froze, and I was like, I'm like half asleep. I'm still in my pajamas, and it was way too early. And I was like, come on, let's just get this over with. But he wasn't moving, and I'm like, okay, like something is clearly amiss. So I look up, and standing maybe 10, 15 feet from us is a deer. Like literally in their front yard. And Dizzy's just standing stock still, frozen in the doorway. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I wanted him, I didn't want him to start barking because I didn't want him to wake up the entire neighborhood. But I don't know. I didn't think there was any getting him back inside. So I was like, okay, like what can we do here? And so I like kind of encouraged him to walk out just onto the first step, so that I could close the door behind us. We didn't have to worry about the other dog and cat hearing or coming out or anything. And we just sat on the front step watching the deer, and Dizzy was silent the whole time. He was just like fixated on this on this deer and just watching, and it was just a really cool moment. I think, I mean, I don't know what would have happened if if Dizzy had been free or if the deer had moved, but we just sat and watched, and it was actually like, it was a nice morning. And yeah, and then the deer left and we did our potty walk, and then we went back to bed. So that was really cool. He got to be around the deer, he got to be around the kitty, and so it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I think it was a bit much maybe for Peter, but Peter and Paul were so very, very patient with me and Dizzy, and I think we had a lot of fun, all of us anyway. So yeah. What else? So I mentioned I had big plans to do a lot more video work on the trip, but I just didn't because things were crazy. But a couple of things happened that I'm pretty excited about. One is I got some extra letters down here. So before the trip, about a week before the trip, I had taken a test to get an additional trainer certification, and they take like 4 to 6 weeks to get your results back to you, which was insanely long. But while I was there, I found out that I passed the test, and I was very excited. So new qualification to my name. Very happy about that. And the other thing that we did finish on the trip was, you may know that Dizzy and I have been working on his novice dog parkour title. And in order to earn this title, there are 13 behaviors or behavior combinations that you have to train and then record and make a video and send in to earn your title. And so we've been working on this for a while, but it hasn't been like top priority. But also it's supposed to be fun. It's a dog parkour is a non-competitive dog sport. It's a journey between you and your dog, and you can go at whatever pace you're comfortable with as long as you're having fun. So that's what we've been doing. And we did, all of the training before, but part of the sport of dog parkour is that you as you go along, as you progress in the sport, you start to develop what they call your parkour eye, which is to say that, well, maybe it'll help if I compare dog parkour to dog agility, which is probably the most popular dog sport, I think, or you may have heard of it. So dog agility, is a speed test where the dog goes through a series of obstacles directed by the human, and dog parkour is sort of similar in that it involves interacting with obstacles, but the difference is it is not a speed test, and it is meant to be a way, you're meant to use obstacles that you just find in the environment, ideally outdoors. And so it is a way to get your dog to engage with you on your normal walks or your hikes or wherever you're going, gets them to really pay attention to you and to pay attention to their surroundings, because you both are kind of sort of scanning the environment for different things that you can use and different ways to interact with those things, and it calls upon your creativity, and it's really fun. And so so as we've been on this trip, I was like, what could we use for some of these obstacles? And is this a video? Oh, I don't know if I want to show this. It might be sort of embarrassing, but we finished we got through all 13 of his videos, and we sent off his novice title submission. So hopefully that all goes through, and it's a team effort. We earn our novice title. That would be really exciting. So the Bay Area is full of really cool obstacles, and we found this little guy. Oh, let me open that up. Oh, yeah. This is even like my official submission. here. So what the last video that you have to submit is you have to put a few of behaviors in sequence using different obstacles. So we found this like pile of logs and things, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be perfect. So we did a through, 4 feet on and a 2 feet on.
Through. Good boy. Up, up. Good job. Up. 2 paws.
And that's
Good boy. Okay.
so that was our one of our parkour submission videos. And yeah, so I was really excited to finish that on the trip because we've been working on this for a while. It doesn't have to take that long. Like I said, you go at your own pace. But it's a really, I think, I mean, we call it a dog sport, and there is, if you want to like earn your titles and everything, there is an official structure to the sport, which I think is a really, really good thing. But I'll tell you this, the reason that I wanted to get into it with Dizzy in the first place is because we were kind of doing some of the parkour behaviors on walks, and I teach people to teach their dog some of these things and to use them on walks because it's a really, really great way to get them to engage with you more and give them something to do. And if they're doing that, guess what they're not doing? They're not pulling. They're not, looking for other dogs to try and go greet or scanning for squirrels. If they're engaging with you and you both are very aware of your surroundings and you're doing something new and non-traditional, I don't know, it makes things more fun, I think. So yeah, so we got to do a little bit of that on the trip. And let's see, is there anything else? Oh, I did want to show you another one with Henry. Henry is such a cutie. Let's see. Is this one or this one? I'm gonna embarrass Dizzy here. Here we go.
Are you going to be doing any in-person?
Oh.
When like the virus died down, is that like the plan?
I think a little bit.
Or you want to do something else?
He's such a little fluff ball. Oh. So that's my boy. He's so good with puppies. I'm so proud of him. Yeah. So anyway, that was our trip. Oh, wait. No, there's more. There's more. Do we have little Deegan playing? Dizzy has a mini-me look-alike. Please tell me I have a good video. I'm not sure. I do. But I can show you. Here, this one, it's in portrait, but that's okay. Little fluff Deegan, the Pomeranian. They have identical markings on their fur. Like every little white patch, like
Dan.
I want a palm. I want a palm, David. Okay? Okay. Yeah, so that was really fun. We had a lot of fun. It was kind of crazy, but that is where we've been. Hey, Dr. Elo. And yeah, so now we're back. We're getting back into the swing of things. If you miss it up top, I will say it again here. I'm changing up my schedule going forward. So Friday and next week, we're going to continue with our 4 o'clock Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams. But after that, we're going to switch it up to one recorded video per week, so I can give you guys some more succinct training tips and videos. People have been asking for this for a while, and I think it's about time. So we're going to do a recorded video per week and one live stream, and that schedule has not been decided yet. We're thinking Wednesday or Thursday, either 9 or 10 a.m. or maybe 5 or 6 p.m. But that's a decision to be made. So if you have any thoughts, now's your chance to share them in the comments or send me a message. If you have any strong preferences, don't yell at me, David. I know he wouldn't like that I'm asking. Says stream when it works for you, right, guys? But here we are. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. Thank you, David. Because, yeah, most of it was just dog play. That was pretty much the bulk of our trip, and pretty much the bulk of my life, which I'm not complaining about. Who gets tired of watching dogs play? Not me. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you guys have any input about the schedule going forward, do share. If you know anybody who has interest in learning about dogs, please share these videos with them. I would love to meet them and to hear questions that you guys have. If you have any topics that we haven't covered yet, training questions that you'd like to address in some of these videos, please let me know, because I want to make sure that the information I'm sharing here is what you need, right? Oh, Sandy, hi. That's it. Yeah, but love your feedback, you guys. Anything, any comments, feedback, always appreciated. But yeah, other than that, so good to see you again. So good to be back at it. I've missed this. So yeah, that is all. And I will see you guys again on Friday. All right, have a great evening. I will see you later. Bye-bye.